I'm Robert Castle. This is the next in a series of short takes on topics of importance in the realm of performance and leadership. Let's start with a question. What is the number one predictor of performance? Go ahead, have a guess. If you have to, pause the video for a moment. Okay, what did you guess? Intelligence, technical skills, hard work maybe, or perhaps something else, maybe managerial ability, attitude, good looks. These are all certainly positive attributes. However, according to Daniel Goleman, technical skills and intelligence are only the entry-level requirements for executive positions. And the number one predictor of success in leadership is emotional intelligence, otherwise known by the acronym EI. Career Builder says that 71% of employers value EI over IQ. And Talent Smart says that EI is the strongest predictor of performance. Important stuff. Keep listening to learn more about how you can improve your EI and thus improve your potential and also save so much time in the workplace by reducing your time spent on interpersonal issues that often take up a lot of extra time. So what is emotional intelligence? EI is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, as well as to recognize and influence the emotions of those around you. The four main competencies of EI are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. Let's take a couple of minutes and break each of these down in a little bit more detail. We'll start with self-awareness. And this is perhaps the most important. It's where it all starts. It describes one's ability to observe yourself and recognize your own emotions and the effect that these emotions have upon yourself and upon your team's performance. It's the ability to dispassionately take a step back and observe yourself as an objective observer, as objectively as possible, let's say. It's also the ability to accurately identify your own strengths and weaknesses. Many people think that they're self-aware. In reality, very few actually are. And it's actually something that you can continuously improve yourself on. It's not kind of a straight line kind of improvement. It's more of a spiral type of improvement that you see gradually over time, increasing the more and more you practice it. It's something that requires continuous work and is often like peeling back the layers of an onion to observe what's underneath. One quick way to assess your self-awareness is by completing a 360-degree feedback instrument. That's a tool that's used to evaluate your performance and then match it up against the opinions of others on your team, such as a supervisor, your peers, direct reports. These types of instruments give you insight as to how you're perceived by others. I often administer these tools for clients as part of my coaching engagements. The second area is self-management. And this is just what it sounds like. It's the ability to manage oneself, particularly in challenging or stressful situations where emotions might have a tendency to run hot. A leader with good self-management will have the ability to stay calm and balanced in highly pressurized situations where a leader with less self-management skills may be prone to emotional reactions or impulsive behavior. So how to increase your self-management? Well, number one, have a strategy for what you personally are going to do when something goes wrong. For me, it's breathing deeply. You could count to 10. You could go take a walk outside before making an important decision. There are lots of ways to handle this. It's basically create some space so that you can consciously respond rather than emotionally react to a situation. The third area is social awareness. Social awareness describes your ability to recognize others' emotions and the impact that they have on the group. Those all-important group dynamics. Leaders who are socially aware tend to be very empathetic. They practice empathy. When they're empathetic, they tend to better understand others, and thus they improve their collaboration, with a group, they have better connections with others, and are often viewed as higher performers. It's very easy to increase your empathy, but it may take some practice. Just Google how to practice empathy and you'll get a lot of ideas. My favorite is really trying to develop your listening skills. I think that's a great place to start. Read up on empathic listening. Basically, listen with your whole being when you're speaking with one of your colleagues. Being totally quiet, not saying anything, and listening deeply. It's easier said than done. And the last skill is relationship management. Relationship management refers to influencing others and resolving conflict. Notice that word influence. It's not so much about authority as it is about influence. So you can have somebody who is very influential who is not in a position of authority. There's a lot that's been written on this topic as well. I tend to think that the skills of nonviolent communication, you can look that up, tend to fall into this competency, and also developing facilitation skills or mediation skills. So that's my short take on a very large topic, emotional intelligence. I hope I did it justice. There are volumes written on this topic. I'll put some links to some other resources below. Also, in the near future, I'll be releasing a group program to help clients grow and develop some of their emotional intelligence skills. Stay tuned for that or go to my website. Thanks for listening. I hope it helps. I appreciate you. If you found this worthwhile, please like and subscribe. If you have a suggestion for a future topic, contact me and I'll consider doing a short take on it sometime in the future. Until next time.